everybody. This is Lisa Raymond from Toastmasters WeSERV Speakers. And I wanted to go over the new pathways changes for you from the Basecamp side, so that way our members know then what to expect when they go into using this tool. So we're going to go ahead and log in. Now, when you log in, you may not get to the home screen right away. I'm going to demonstrate that here. Of course, it might take me to the home screen. If you don't, just go ahead and click up by your name and then go to the home screen. That's where you see the tiles for what you want to click on, including the Basecamp. Okay, this time it did. So from here you go click to Basecamp. But again, if you can't, or if you get to someplace else, like if you get to your profile instead, just hover over your name, click on My Home, and then you'll be able to click on Basecamp. Okay, so now from here, this is what it looks like, and it's very different than what we're used to. They did some updates, and the updates were supposed to be effective by the 25th of October. I think they were actually effective the 23rd of October, which was fine. So here you come to your learning area. This is the dashboard. This is your home page for Basecamp. If you click anywhere in the path or in pathways and you get lost trying to figure out where you're at or what you need to do and you want to come back to the home screen, just click on the learning dashboard. You can also get there by just clicking, I think, on my clubs. Let's see. Click on something here real quick. You should see a home link too. Yep. So you could click on home here if you're in your path to go back to home. You can also pull down the menu to go back to the dashboard. If you sign out, it should sign you out of the entire program. You can also from here get to Toastmasters Home. If you're in more than one club, then you can go to different clubs that you're a member of and your requests for completions. This is where you'll find those at. Also requests for feedback should be here as well. On the home screen, you're under Paths and Learning. You'll see what you've completed. If you need to see all of them, depending on how many you have, you can. You'll see what's active as in progress. Yep, and you'll get more of a description as you scroll down. Under your achievements, you'll see your learning badges, what you have been given by members. Also, yep, that's underneath here under feedback. At the top, it goes to learning badges and it's set to all as a default. So what you see is everything, including what was earned and what's available to earn. If it's grayed out, it's available to learn. If you've earned it, it's going to fill in with a color. See? Under feedback, the first thing it comes to as a default is the member feedback. Now, I don't have anything here, which is okay. Some may have some carrying over from the other Basecamp that was up before. Some may not, but this is where you would have that. You can request feedback from a member. You can also give the feedback to a member. That's what these buttons are for. Under evaluation feedback, this is new. You'll be able to download or send a link to a digital evaluation form. Yes, folks, we don't have to do the fillable PDF anymore, but it is still accessible here if you'd rather do the fillable PDF. So that depends on whether or not you want a record of what you did and what you evaluated against what the digital would do, because you may not get a link for that. And if that happens, what I recommend before you send that to the member, do a Control-P if you're on a Windows computer. If you're on a Macintosh or an Apple, I believe it's Command-P. Print the screen and save it as a PDF, so that way you have a record in case you want that for your own. Here it shows you just some of the forms and what they are, but if I click on View All, it will default into my effective coaching format. And as I go down the screen, it will start filling in more information depending upon what I'm looking for, including motivating outcome, others, evaluation resource, mentoring, understanding emotional intelligence. I mean, there's a lot here to go through. It gives instructions for both the speakers to use the digital and to download it if it's available. There's a little icon there to download the digital, or you can share it as a link or just get the PDF here. For speakers, you can send a digital evaluation form for your speech to your assigned evaluator. Now, the reason why they have this is they don't want to assume that every Toastmasters club has a free Toast website like WeSERV Speakers does. So with our website, the forms are fed in. So we don't have to go play in search of and try and figure out in the system where they are. This makes this a lot easier, but ultimately they're also on our website, which I should have a video in our YouTube channel for then you to take a look at to see how you get to that form or how you actually assign that form. Not so much to the evaluator, but when you put in your speech details, that's where you pick your path and your level for that. Going up to resources, this is fun. You can filter by certain things, whether it was shared with you, recently viewed, or if you favorited something. The categories are for you and your path, whether project resources, descriptions, evaluation resources, translated project PDF, which means to my mind, and I haven't done this yet, it should take the entire project in your language and download it into a PDF for you in case you need that printed off to read versus screen reading, because everybody needs a break from a screen every now and then. And then tutorials. You can type in a subcategory, but it's not available. My guess is because it needs to have something else in there. So if I go project descriptions, there's the subcategories. Are you looking for level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If I click 3, here's what's coming up so far. Based on what I have active, I believe, in my paths. So I have 2 paths that are still open. So depending upon which one has evaluation 3 or level 3 rather, available to me, and I think they both do, then this will fill into what is available, whether it's researching and presenting, engaging with humor, preparing to mentor someone else in the club. They're all available here. Okay. I'm going to take that off real quick. Yeah. Then up here, you can also check your path for your language. Now, for most of us, it defaults to what we have under our profile. If you need to change that, you just come right here and change that. Okay. With that in mind, your last tab over here is your documents. Now, I don't have any documents here uploaded. I could upload them like my evaluations that I get from members. I haven't, but that doesn't mean you can't. What it will accept is an MP4, which is a video format, a doc or DOCX, depending upon your level of Microsoft, a PDF, a JPEG, a PNG, which is another image, an SVG, which is something in my world that requires Adobe Illustrator to open, but you can upload that. You can also upload a PPT or PPTX, which are PowerPoints. The maximum storage limit, total storage limit here is 1 gig. So careful as to what you're uploading and how long you want to keep it in your repository, okay? When you're ready to upload, you just click on upload file. You can go browse for it, or like it says, drag and drop using one of your file programs down here, okay? That is, for the most part, it. I'm not going to go over Basecamp because not everyone has access to the manager end of Basecamp. Again, if you need to go anywhere else in here, there's your home. Your learning dashboard from this point will take you back home, which the default there is your paths and learning. Now, for the path, I'm going to open up my effective coaching. I went over this in our club as part of my project, but I wanted to share this with you. First of all, most of you are not going to have something that says legacy path. That's me, because this path is no longer available to members. I started it before it was remanded to the ghost area, but that's okay. It means I still can finish it, and I intend to. What it shows you is what is here available for me for level 1. Why? I haven't finished my level 1 yet. Now, I could just go back to effective coaching here to see all the levels that are available, what's underneath them. Okay. Even if I wanted to see what I need to do here, I could also just go back to home. We're not going to do that at the moment. I'm going to go back in here for my level 1. And where I'm at today, because I believe I gave my icebreaker, I'll have to go back and look at saying it didn't, but I thought I did. Going back to writing a speech with purpose. This is what I'm doing here. And there's 4 different levels, including an informational, which I did in our meeting. And I wanted to recap everything here as a video, because sometimes learning by video is a little easier for some people. We all digest content differently. So here's how we get your content. When you do this, it'll tell you what is going on. Again, it says here for me, it's no longer available for purchase, but I started it before they decided not to offer it for members anymore. So that's okay. You can use it on mobile to mark each path, or each project rather, complete under each level. You just have to access your skills after. That has not changed from the recent upgrade from the previous pathways. You still had to assess your skills after to mark that level or project complete. You can return to overview at this point, or you can go on through. So if I go on through, I click on writing a speech with a purpose, and then I get this wonderful little screen. I can bookmark it in case I can't finish it today. So that's important. That way it'll pick up right where you left off. This is a little annoying because I've gone through most of these, but I can't see anything because this window with the gray bars on the sides will not resize. To see the entire thing, whether it's a project, and I'll go backward in here a little bit, I can't see the rest of these questions. It won't let me scroll, and it won't let me see what this says here. You have to click on full screen. And I know it says that you can do this on mobile. I believe this is going to be a lot easier on a desktop where you have more access to tools you're familiar with, including being able to write your own notes for what this is that you're learning about in your path. As before, you can move between the different sections. This is not any different than what we were doing before. You can go backward, you can go forward, you can look at the directions before you go on with that particular screen. But trust me, it is going to be easier to do from the full screen. When you're on your keyboard, press the escape key or go up to the top left where it says escape, exit full screen, and you're right back in here. When it's done, when I'm done with my presentation, and I can go through all these little slides here, I will be at this point where I reevaluate myself. And I can show you again, this will be my evaluation. Here's the resources that were available. That has not changed. And then I can come back to focus on my skills after and complete the project. Then I'll have that project in level 1 done. It says part 5, but this is still in level 1 for this project. They've just broken it up into different parts. I think that is still consistent from previous pathways, so I'm not fully worried about that at the moment. Once you have all that done, you can ask for information, just clicking around on the path. You can do a level 1 completion. Now, again, the level 1 completion, once you've done everything in your level, I don't care if it's level 1, 5, I don't care. You'll go to your completion. What it will ask you for is to submit this for completion. Ask which club. Now, it says here by default, because I only have one club, this. But if I go ahead and click on that, once I have everything done, this burgundy button that says submit should come up. I can't do squat with it at the moment because I haven't finished all this yet. This is a good double check for us, and also what keeps us from going further in our path than what we're able to do. We have to get through all the projects in each level before this button turns on. To go backward, just go back to previous or go back to where you were, which in my case was writing the speech with purpose. Other than that, I think that is it. This is all I want to show you today. I'm going to go back from here to the dashboard, which will take me home, or I can click the home key right here. So either home above the screen with this or dashboard. I'll click dashboard this time, back at home. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you today. If you have any questions, please give me an email. I'll put my email address in the comments in the description below. I did a longer video about this when it first became live back on October 23rd. So I know it's a long video. It's about 30 minutes, but please go through it and let me know if you have any questions. Keep this as a resource. Bookmark this video for yourself on YouTube, favorite it. Make sure you hit the bell because you don't know when I'm ever going to upload another video. But if we have more questions on pathways, I'll be doing a lot more videos on that. I will guarantee that. So review both. If you have questions, please get hold of me. I'm here to help you. Thanks again for watching and have a great day. See you on another side with another video. Have a great one.